Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to get your driver's permit, pretty much all like the steps, all of that just to get your driver's permit, how to pass the test, how to study, and all of that. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is studying, because that is a big factor in getting your driver's permit. Whenever you get your driver's permit, you have to take a test. It's like a 30 to 40 question test depending on where you're from. For me, my test was like 50 or 60 questions, just because like I had to do 2 tests for my specific DMV that I had to go to, blah blah blah. I'll talk about that later. But to study, I use the DMV book, and there's different DMV books that you can get online, or you could pay for one. I looked at mine online since it's a cheaper option. You just have to search up DMV. Let me pull it up. So you literally just search up DPS book and then your state. For me, I would search up DPS book Texas. If you live in Maryland, you can search up DPS book Maryland. And pretty much you don't really have to look through the whole book. You can just like skim through it, look for specific stuff that you'll need for that test. And another thing that I did is I got this DMV app, if I can find it. Yeah, so I have this app called DMV Test. It's a test that you can take, like it's like a practice note card type of app where you can look at the notes and just try to pick the right answer. And before taking my permit test, I studied for like 2 weeks, and then after that I took it. And okay, so you really want to study for this. You don't want to be the type of person to fail it 5 times and having like to study again and again. So for me, just try to pass it like your first time. To pass the DMV test, the permit test, you have to get at least like nothing below an 80. That was for Texas. This is specifically for Texas, or like for any other state, but you can't get lower than an 80. But yeah, so I passed it the first time. I passed it with like 88. I can't really remember, but you really want to study for this. You don't want to be the type of person to fail it like, oh yeah, I failed it like 5 times, and having to like redo all of that studying and stuff like that. Now another option you can do, this is the option I did. Oh, let me talk about the options. You can also go to driving school, and driving school is a little bit on the pricey side, but usually the driving school people, they take care of literally everything. They give you like study courses, they can give you like study worksheets. They can also give you practice tests and like a workbook or something like that. That's what I did. But like I feel like driving school wasn't really that needed. Like I did my test there, but I feel like it could have been much easier if I just did it at home and stuff like that, you know? So also something that you need is paperwork. You need your VOE. You also need what else do you need? Your birth certificate. I think you need money, and then you need a pass saying that, oh, you passed the test. Or you could just bring in your test to them and show them the score that you got. Again, this is all for Texas, so this is like my experience. And if you guys actually want to see me get my permit and stuff, you can click that link up above. So the VOE is a note from your school. You can get it at your front office or something like that, but it's a note from your school saying that, oh yeah, I can drive, and well, like, oh, I'm giving you like eligibility to get your permit and stuff like that. So your VOE, you want to get that like when school is either about to start or about to end, but I think you should get it like about to start, because when I got it, it was like in the middle of the day, and my mom had to like wait to get it. So you just pretty much want to get that over with. Your birth certificate, you have to get that from your parents, or if you have your birth certificate with you, you can give that to them. Money wise, I think we had to pay like, I actually can't remember, but I think it just depends on your state that you have to pay some money. And then what else did I say? Oh, then your test, like saying that you passed and stuff. So yeah, that's what you need to get your permit. And then after you get your permit, you need like 30 hours of driving, something like that. I can't really remember. This was like last year. But you need to get like some driving. You need to learn how to drive. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about this. Whenever you take your driver's test, this is what almost messed up my score. You guys need to know those signs. The signs are what almost messed me up. Like, oh, well, most of the driving permit tests, okay, first of all, don't be worried about the test because it's really not that bad. But the signs, you want to get like some of the signs in. Most of the test is like common sense, like, oh, what do you do at a stop sign? You stop and stuff like that. But you got to know the signs. Like, I didn't know what the little curving sign was, and I was like, you know what, let me just skip this question. And I came back to it and I still didn't know the answer. So please know the signs. Study. You really need to study. You don't want to fail so many times. You want to get this over with so that you can get your license. You can't get your license until 6 months after you get your permit. So for me, I need to get my license. I can get my license at like around June. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions about getting your permit, let me know down below and I will answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it to the world. Love you guys and have an amazing day.